A Maryland man who the Trump administration mistakenly deported to El Salvador has been moved to a new prison, U.S. Senator Chris Van Hollen has said. The Democratic senator was speaking after returning from El Salvador, where he met Kilmar Abrego Garcia, who was sent to the notorious mega jail Saco Center for the Confinement of Terrorism last month. Mr. Abrego Garcia was traumatized and fearful of other prisoners while inside the facility, Van Hollen said, adding that he was moved to another facility in the country over a week ago. The Supreme Court has ordered the government to facilitate his return. However, Trump administration officials have continued to push back against the order. The White House accuses him of being a member of the transnational Salvadoran gang MS-13, a designated foreign terrorist organization, and has said he will not return to the U.S. Mr. Abrego Garcia has never been convicted of a crime. His family and attorneys have fiercely denied he is a member of MS-13. Chris Van Hollen said he was initially blocked from meeting Mr. Abrego Garcia by Salvadoran authorities. Later, he said government officials helped facilitate a meeting and Mr. Abrego Garcia was brought to the senator's hotel. His conversation with me was the first communication that he had with anybody outside of prison since he was abducted, Van Hollen said. He said he felt very sad about being in a prison because he had not committed any crimes. Van Hollen added that conditions in the new prison, in the Salvadoran city of Santa Ana, were better. He still has no access to any news from the outside world and no ability to communicate with anybody in the outside world, Van Hollen said. Mr. Abrego Garcia's case is part of a simmering showdown between the Trump administration and the U.S. court system on the issue of immigration. A separate feud has been brewing after a judge said he could hold the Trump administration in contempt for its willful disregard of his order barring deportation flights. Multiple judges, including a unanimous U.S. Supreme Court ruling, said the government should facilitate Mr. Abrego Garcia's return to the U.S. But the White House has insisted the Maryland man will never live in the U.S. again. If he, Mr. Abrego Garcia, ever ends up back in the United States, he would immediately be deported again, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said.